People lift weights, but there's a point in their life where all that diminishes. So what is lasting in terms of the body's function is to understand the force and energy and the current that runs through the body, the inside of the body. That's the lasting, because then you understand that it doesn't take physical progress and power to accomplish it. So in martial arts, it's always the dealing just like the body in terms of how being positive, even in the time of conflict, to be positive. Let me just say, there's other forms of fighting and systems that I've been involved with, like Tai Chi. And Tai Chi has a basic element of understanding what it is, how the body functions in respect to the universe and respect to nature. And there's other things, there's exercise that you wouldn't believe, because the Chinese and the Asians have explored this to a highest degree. That's why if you go to Chinatown, you go to one of those China shops, they don't have all these, say synthetic and conventional medicine. Basically, everything is herbal, everything is natural. Things like this wall here, there's an exercise that the Tai Chi's, practitioners do that promotes strength inside and outside. So there's a whole series of understanding about the body that needs to be explored from all levels. So what we're going to do here is that, what I like to do in segments like this is, rather than just give you an overall demonstration, I like to make it a session where you're giving you some pointers, something that you may be able to take, because you may see the students do all types of stuff that you say, well, I can't do that, or I'm not familiar with that. I like to deal with situations that we would encounter in the street, and to give you something maybe you can go away with that's not particularly a hard task to deal with, inshallah, So we're gonna start sharing. We're gonna start with some of the students, and they're gonna demonstrate some self-defense moves. And one thing that we don't do in our school is that we don't choreograph. We don't prepare. We deal with the fact that if a student attacks, the person who's defending, that person must defend. There's no meditated or pre-arranged techniques. The person who attacks, that student has to defend himself. Whichever way, if the student does not block or move, whatever, and he gets hit, that's the nature of our school. All right? So I'm going to let Shian take over from here, and then I'll go over some things afterwards. So what you see is, the students to go into the different locks, and most of all in our system, we deal with locks. Continue. We deal with locks and throws. These are basic moves. Learning to manipulate the body, learning to take the body off balance, to sweep the body. Switch. These are our beginning students. You notice that in this system we incorporate a multitude of locks, striking, takedown, locking, arm bars. Excellent. Up. notice we have some of the younger brothers, and we just mix them in with the adults because you never know who's going to attack you out on the street. Go down. Now we go to the highlights. Try to keep it as simple as possible. Evading the attack, blocking, striking, shocking, takedown, finishing. You notice our movements are basically blended. We move out of the way, we don't stand, we stay out of the zone of attack. We intercept the opponent's strike, and then we counter. We apply the necessary reaction. Now she has demonstrated. Notice we utilize any member of the body that allows us to suppress our opponent's attack. All right, so I'm going to go over some basic moves. Now, keep in mind that the moves that we try to employ are natural, so that you don't have to basically put too much strain on the body. We deal with the body in its natural form. We deal with the body based on its natural movements and mechanics. A lot of other martial arts, sometimes you see they go beyond, they do all types of things with the body. We do the same thing, but our basic approach is to be natural and to confine our energy, not to, in other words, a lot of times when people are in conflict and fighting, the energy is all over the place. And that person creates conflict, and then what happens is you absorb that conflict, and then you become the person that's in a commotion. Your thing is to be as composed, but not passive. Composed as possible, at the same time, utilizing direct and precise response.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, based on the attack, we we know that basically a person's not gonna attack like this.